Hello, witches. I am High Priestess Autumn Phoenix. One thing that witches have got to stop doing is doom scrolling. Doom scrolling is when a person watches, reads, or listens to bad news all of the time. When you listen, when you read, when you watch bad news all of the time, you tend to take in what they are saying to you and ignoring what Hecate, the queen of witches, has said to you. When you read, listen, and watch bad news, you are doom scrolling. You are taking in bad news all day, every day. But what about what Hecate said? You are not exercising your trust in the queen of witches. When you listen, watch, and read bad news all day, every day, witches cannot be doom scrollers. Witches must exercise their trust in the queen of witches. Why? Because Hecate already knows the past, the present, and the foreseeable future. She knows already. Don't put your trust in what you read, watch, and listen to. Put your trust in the queen of witches, Hecate, especially if you are a devotee of Hecate or seriously thinking about becoming a devotee of Hecate. You don't listen. You don't watch. You don't read bad news. You listen to the voice of Hecate in the way that she speaks to you the best. Hecate will only speak to witches who have ears to hear. You have to be a willing participant of listening to her voice alone, not what is being fed to you, not what you are reading in magazines, newspapers, social media, the news. No. Witches cannot be doom scrollers. We must exercise our trust in Hecate. She knows it's all because she is all. Listen to Hecate instead. Read the signs she is giving you. Watch for the signs that you have asked her to show you. Do not be the type of witch that doom scrolls. Witches don't live that way. Real witches don't live that way. We don't scroll the internet, social media, newspapers, podcasts, the radio about bad news. Our news comes from Hecate. Our news comes from the queen of witches alone. That's it. Because Hecate is the past, the present, and the future. If you are the type of witch that identifies as a doom scroller, come out of that. By not listening, by not watching, by not reading, by going back to praising and worshiping Hecate, the queen of witches, by going to Hecate in perfect love and perfect trust and telling her, I messed up. I now want to hear your voice and your voice alone because you know the past, the present, and the future, and you are never wrong. I'm sorry for being a doom scroller. I want to return to your light. I want to return to your covering. I want to listen to your voice alone in the best way that I can hear you. Don't be the type of witch that doom scrolls.